Yo, ready. 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 Yo, ready, steady, go.
Perth is widely regarded as one of Australia's premier tourism destinations. Not only is it the capital of WA and the business hub of all things on that side of the country, but it's also home to some of the best restaurants and most beautiful scenery you'll find anywhere. People come from all parts of the world to enjoy the Perth hospitality and tranquility that so easily goes with it. There are some, though, that come to Perth for other reasons. Welcome to Perth for the Alphera Dutton Rally National Series. It's the first time the event's been on the west coast of Australia, and with over 40 entrants, we're in for a huge weekend. Over the past 5 years, the Alphera Dutton Rally Series has become one of Australia's fastest growing and most successful rallying events. What started as a group of mates getting together over a weekend and racing around racetracks and car parks in central Victoria has now grown into a national series with events in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, and now in 2006, the inaugural Alphera Dutton Rally Perth. Unlike other rallies, the Alphera Dutton Rally is run on closed tarmac roads, racetracks, driver training centres, airports, car parks, skid pans, hill climbs. In fact, you name it, if there's a sealed road, there could very nearly be an event run on it. The beauty of this series is that it's very easy to get involved in, and by comparison to some events, it's extremely cost effective. The rally is open to anyone with access to any type of car, a helmet, a CAMS Level 2 licence, and a sense of adventure and fun. Another difference is that the co-driver is just that, another driver. Rather than just a navigator who yells directions and keeps the passenger seat warm, they participate as an equal in all the events. In fact, the prestigious trophy to win at the end of an Alphera Dutton Rally is the Outright Teams Award, which is the combination of both the driver and co-driver's weekend's points.
Sending 3, 2, 1, go!
In late February 2006, the rally series kicked off in Perth. It was the first time the event had been held in this part of the country, and the organisers were keen to make sure that those new to the event were aware of its philosophies and, the most important rule of all, to have fun.
We are going to have a great time this weekend, ladies and gents, and can I tell you that this weekend, if you've not enjoyed or heard about or been part of, in fact, a lot of you tonight or today are in fact in inaugural Dutton Rally virgins. Welcome to it. We'll ease you in gently and we'll look after you kindly. It is all about fun. Can I say that? To those of you who have gone out and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on your car without your wife's consent, you're not alone. Don't take it too seriously. Yeah, right.
Over 40 teams in cars ranging from old Fiats to new Volkswagens, old Fords to new Porsches, a hotted up Jag XJC, and heaps of old and new four-wheel drive Evos and WRXs, all gathered to battle the stopwatch in 32 stages over the next 3 days. And there was plenty of excitement in the air. Looking forward to it?
Oh, look, you know, I'm totally stoked. my mate's car. It's not mine, so you know it's going to be quicker than my own. It's going to be good fun.
Day one was made up of 8 events consisting of a circuit sprint, hill climb and motorcana at Barbagallo Raceway, followed by another motorcana at Pack Goodrich Car Park in Perth's eastern suburbs. Each stage was being run twice by the drivers and then twice by the co-drivers. The day started with 2 quick laps of Barbagallo Raceway, where competitors had to cover approximately 5 kilometres as quick as possible. A time under 1 minute and 5 seconds was considered to be the benchmark to be beaten. Martin Ataris and Simon Arthur, in their Mitsubishi Evo 8 RS, won last year's National Alphera Dutton Series title and were hoping to start this year's series off well. But, unfortunately for Martin, that wasn't to be the case. 3 weeks earlier, during the Mount Buller Sprint in Victoria's High Country, his luck ran out when after 2 good runs, his Evo left the road and ploughed into a rocky embankment, seriously damaging the car and putting him out of the event.
I did a 9-minute 20, so I was pretty happy about it. But yeah, turned pear-shaped pretty quickly.
What happened?
Trying a little harder in the second run and got caught out on the slick tar. Just made a mistake. 2 corners, one after the other, both the same sort of speed. I got into the second one and just went straight.
Now what about your navigator?
He's all right. Just a bit of bruising from the seat belts, but they're just checking him out and make sure he's okay. But the word is that he is well, and yeah, we'll live to fight another day.
Martin and his crew worked around the clock to get the car and himself in order, and then travelled from his home in Canberra to Perth in just under 3 weeks. And through big efforts from all involved, they made it. But unfortunately, their start at Barbagallo's wasn't quite the start he'd worked so hard for.
Slip back on and then you can bend the tabs back over.
You reckon would it let go again?
Well, that's something you've got to save up.
Because it'll do it again, I reckon, if we only temporarily fix it.
What happened?
Clutch came on. Oh, I don't know. The fork off the end of the clutch just let go.
Can you fix it?
I think we can.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
We're going to take it to the mechanics workshop and they're going to pull the gearbox out, help us pull the gearbox out, and we'll probably put a new thrust bearing in.
Simon's concerned about getting to the pub late.
He's always concerned about that.
Looks like we'll be there earlier, Glenn.
Regular Dutton competitor and Motor Magazine journalist Dean Evans shared his entry with a lucky reader, Marcus Towner, who'd won a competition to take to the tarmac with Dean in a new Volkswagen Golf TDI.
Dino, how's the day going?
Day's going all right. I mean, for a little turbo diesel Golf, it's going okay. Motor Magazine's running this competition throughout the year where we're getting 5 winners from each state that the Dutton Rally goes to, and from each state we pick those 5 guys go to a Mercos driver training day, and we pick a winner out who we think's probably best going to join us for one of the Dutton Rallies. And the first winner from Perth is Marcus Towler here.
Congratulations, Marcus. How's it been going?
Yeah, it's been going great. It's fantastic driving the Golf diesel. It's a real surprise. Yeah.
Their car was a turbo diesel Golf from Volkswagen's press test fleet, and the boys were certainly testing it to full capacity. Chris Caruso always manages to stand out in a crowd, especially when he's behind the wheel of his recently restored and highly modified 76 Jag XJC. The big question with Chris was, were there enough tyres in the city to keep the big cat on the road? After all of the teams had been around Barbagallo Raceway, the standout time of the day was Matt Cherry in his Mitsubishi Evo with a time of 1 minute and 3.99 seconds. When you consider the V8 supercars lap this track in around 57 seconds, 1.03 is pretty good. Matt's co-driver, Kim Ledger, who just happens to be Hollywood actor Heath Ledger's dad, also ended up on top of the co-driver's results with a time of 1 minute and 5.36 seconds. Obviously, the team's Evo was going to be a car to beat over the next 3 days. But as the day progressed, the biggest surprise was Martin Ataris and Simon Arthur, who were able to get back into the race after their earlier mechanical failure. they were still in the running to hold their title as they managed to compete in all the first day's events with some pretty good times. The hill climb at the back of Barbagella Raceway is a great little 800-metre sprint where vehicles have to negotiate a tight loop at the end before they cross the finishing line. And this is one spot that always highlights some very different driving styles. Simone Bachmann was certainly having a good time behind the wheel in the front-wheel drive Volkswagen Polo.
That's what we call understeer. Woo!
Sunnyfield, which helps people with disabilities around Australia, is the official charity for the Alphera Dutton Rally Series. For the Perth event, Sunnyfield entered a brand new Mini Cooper S, driven by Deputy CEO Murray Coates, along with longtime supporter and co-driver Tony Harris. This was always going to be a combination that was in the event for the spirit of fun. But following just 2 runs, it became apparent that these two guys who work so hard to help people with disabilities had effectively disabled their own car.
Murray, what happened?
Oh, I was simply coming around this corner and you can see by the scrape marks that the wheel decided that it didn't want to stay on the car anymore.
It's a bit amusing considering your sponsor.
Yes. Yeah, Mini have been very good to us and they're helping us raise money for people with disabilities, but it looks like now the car's a bit disabled, doesn't it?
Now you're lucky though. The other places it could have come off.
Absolutely. It would have been a bit rusty down the main straight 180, wouldn't it? I think the footage would have been everywhere.
Ready for me to drive the car, ready? It's a bit lopsided, mate. Where's the wheel?
It's in the boot. It's in the boot.
Get it out, come on. I want to have a go. Come on, mate. It's my turn.
So for the first day's hill climb, Daniel Carson in the Mitsubishi Evo 8 GSR recorded a quick time of 42.77 seconds that proved to be the best for the day. Kim Ledger was again successful in the co-driver's first run with the best time of 44.97 seconds. Matt Cherry and Jamie Lister shared the second best time of the day on 44.02 seconds. Martin Ataris beat the 45-second mark by nearly half a second and managed